Roger, the clock is operating. We're underway.
You're loud and clear.
Roger, we're programming and roll okay. A little bumpy along about here.
Roger. Stand by for 20 seconds.
Roger. We're smoothing out some now, getting out of the vibration area.
Roger, you're through max Q. Flight path is...
Roger, feels good through max Q and smoothing out real fine. Cabin pressure coming down by 7. Okay, flight very smooth now. Sky looking very dark outside.
All Roger, reading you loud and clear 7. Cape is go. We're standing by for you.
Roger, Cape is go and I am go. Our capsule is in good shape. Fuel 103, 102, oxygen 78100. Cabin pressure holding steady at 58. Amps is 26. All systems are go, indicating 6G. Roger, 0G, and I feel fine. Capsule is turning around. Oh, that view is tremendous.
Roger, turnaround has started.
Roger, capsule turning around, and I could see the booster during turnaround just a couple of 100 yards behind me. It was beautiful.
Roger, 7. You have a go, at least 7 orbits.
Roger, understand go for at least 7 orbits. The Friendship 7 can see clear back a big cloud pattern way back across toward the Cape. We're all set. This is very comfortable at 0G. I have nothing but very fine feeling. It just feels very normal and very good. Have very little dirt floating around in the capsule, just a little bit, and preparing to take xylos still at present time. This is Friendship 7. The head movements cause no sensations whatsoever. Feel fine. Reach test, I can hit directly to any spot that I want to hit. I have no problem reaching for knobs and have adjusted to 0G very easily, much easier than I really thought I would. I have excellent vision on the charts, no astigmatism or any malfunctions at all. I feel fine so far, over.
Roger, understand.
This is Friendship 7, have beautiful view of the African coast, both in the scope and out the window. Out the window is by far the best view. Part of the Canaries was hidden by clouds. Roger, how you doing, Gordo? We're doing real fine up here. Everything is going very well, over.
John, you sound good.
Roger, control fuel is 90100, oxygen is 75100, amps are 22. All systems are still go, having no problems at all. Control system operating fine, over. The only unusual thing I have noticed is a rather high, what would appear to be a haze layer, up some 7 or 8 degrees above the horizon on the night side. The stars, I can see through it as they go down toward the real horizon, but it's a very visible single band or layer pretty well up above the normal horizon, over.
Shortly, you may observe some lights down there. You want to take a check on them out to your right, over?
Roger, I'm all set to see if I can't get them in sight. Roger, I do have lights in sight on the ground, over.
Do you understand? They're just off to your right, then?
That's affirmative. Just to my right, I can see a big pattern of lights, apparently right on the coast. I can see the outline of a town and a very bright light just to the south of it.
What's going on, everybody? It is, what time is it? 7:49 here in Florida. And I'm going to be hanging out with you for, let's shoot for, I'm going to say, 30 minutes to an hour. So let's shoot for 45 minutes. Then me and the wife are going to watch something. Don't know what we're going to watch yet. But welcome, guys. This is just a hangout stream. No topic of discussion is paramount. Whatever you guys want to talk about, I am all ears. Yeah, I saw people in the chat asking what I was going to be talking about with a super secret inside source. That title literally is nothing. It's the equivalent of me typing poop in the title. So I actually am working on a rumor, a gullibility video. Hoping to get that out later this week. And then I'm actually working on another rumor video, basically about Star Wars rumors of the past that never came true, from the most ridiculous and outlandish to the most hopeful among fans. Just kind of in that mood after so many goddamn people are still so goddamn gullible when it comes to fandoms and rumors. Gotta love it. What's up, Stuart? Good to see you, man. Stuart, the Chosen One, thank you so much for the first super chat and channel support of the stream. Mr. Geek, Mr. Chosen One, thank you so much. Give me one sec. I saw Stuart mentioned, or he asked if I've completed Red Dead Redemption 2 yet. No, I have not. Basically, just by virtue of being on the internet, and I know how it ends. I know how it ends, rather. According to my, I looked at it over the weekend, because I did play 2 hours over the weekend while my daughter napped. I think I'm like 59% done with the main story. I am in no rush. Obviously, I've been playing it since it came out. I play a couple times a week, if that. It's probably been, other than last weekend, it probably was like 3 weeks and since the last time I touched it. But that's how it goes for me. I'll go weeks, even months without playing a game, and then I'll jump back into it, play it for a shitload in a week, but love it, man. Probably gonna end up being my favorite game of all time. I have, I think, 3 days logged in it now. Just I'm like I said, I'm in no rush. I'm doing everything I possibly can, but I love it so much, man. The Chosen One, thank you so much for the super chat once again. I see film analysts are back at back at it. Been a while, coach. Hope you and fam are well. Have a nice cold pint on me. Also, reread your book. Love it, man. Well, dude, thank you so double. You're probably the first person that's ever done that. But dude, thank you so much for the kind words and the pint. I will absolutely put that to use as soon as the bars around here open up. How about this? I'll just go. I'll buy a tall boy, and I'll crack it open in your honor. But dude, thank you so much. Yeah, it's been a while, right? I feel like I don't do as many streams nowadays as I used to. I think that's just because life is a little busier nowadays. Obviously, with COVID and quarantine over the past couple months, and just the chaos of all of that stuff. Kind of pointed myself in a different direction as of right now. But, yeah, I feel like I do 3 streams a week opposed to 6 streams a week. But we shall see. Anyway, Chosen One, cheers, man. I appreciate that. And Ryan Jost, thank you so much for the channel support as well. Ryan says, have you seen any of the Mike Zero videos? In terms of Star Wars clickbait, it's embarrassing in terms of false info. No idea how he gets the views. Yeah, it's really interesting, man. I don't get it either. It is embarrassing. And I almost, in my heart of hearts, Ryan, I almost have to look at it from the perspective of a goofy Andy Kaufman routine, right? I don't understand, other than ad revenue, I don't understand why anybody would upload 5+ videos in a day with very subtle differences in titles and the most outlandish thumbnails photoshopped together. It's weird, man. It's weird. And claiming things as leak and claiming things as leaked story points, and I don't get it. To me, it's just kind of I really don't understand it. How does he get the views? Well, I mean, it's keywords and it's people's expectations and it's people's hopes and it's people's anticipation, right? You can keyword any YouTube video, and if you hit that sweet spot, man, people are going to watch it. It just takes kind of viewers to have a tuned-in bullshit detector, right? To be able to, when you watch something like that, you go, oh, wait, I was duped. This says it was a leak, but this is just this guy's opinion. Wait, what? Huh? Oh, you catfished me into watching your YouTube video. Yeah, man, it's weird. It's weird. And what's really interesting, Ryan, is that websites that obviously are full of shit and they don't care about integrity, but websites like express.uk or whatever it is, and a bunch of other websites that you guys are probably familiar with, have used him as a source and made articles saying that and using him as a source. Now, what is that? That's, hey, click my article because all I give a shit about is ad revenue, right? Because obviously all of this bullshit is bullshit. But Ryan, I think you're in luck. I actually am working on a video where I rant and rave about this shit for 13 minutes. And I'm hoping to get that out later this week. I finished recording the audio today and I started working on the video portion. But, yeah, it's weird, man. It's, I don't get it unless you're like, I don't know, man. I don't get it. But it is embarrassing. What I find more embarrassing is the people that use him as a source, or the websites that use him as a source. I've actually seen a sizable YouTuber use express.uk as a source when he was making his video, and Express UK, for their article that guy used, actually used Mike Zero as a source. Now, is that not the perfect circle of bullshit? It's crazy. But anyway. And basically obvious, thank you so much for the channel support as well, is Disney erasing the sequel trilogy. That's the latest and greatest one, right? I've said this before, basically obvious. Like, I've been in this YouTube Star Wars game for 9 years. You know, I've seen thousands of rumors hit my eyes and pierce my ears, and the batting average is 0. And that is such an outlandish one that it comes off as funny to me, right? It comes off as somebody trolling. It comes off as somebody just trying to put some bullshit out into the void and seeing who bites the bait, right? That's how I have to look at it. Otherwise, you just got a bunch of people believing their own shit. It's weird, man. But no, they're not going to do that. And this is coming from a guy who's like 2 of the 5 Disney Star Wars movies, who's like legitimately like 2 out of the 5. It's weird, man. But yeah, look forward to the video that I put out later this week. It's all about that stuff. But anyway, I appreciate that. He floods the platform with repetitive videos and he profits off it and just don't care. Yeah, it's yeah, I don't understand it. Stuart. It's like, it to me, like, you guys know me. I don't give a shit what your opinion is of Star Wars, right? You like the prequels? Cool. You hate the sequels? Cool. It's all dandy. We're fine. But I don't like YouTube practices that are so transparently full of shit. Now, me saying that, me making fun of certain YouTubers and whatnot, or websites, or people on Twitter even, that they always spin it to make it seem like I don't like other people's opinions, or that I love the sequel trilogy so much that, you know, anybody that doesn't like it is full of shit. Nope. If you actually watch my videos or listen to my streams, you know those people are full of shit, because I don't think that at all. But they spin it because I don't like the way they participate in YouTube. I think it's cheap and embarrassing, right? It's weird. But anyway. Yeah, Daniel Reyes. I saw that they were doing the Fallout TV show. That was on Amazon, right? Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm excited. I'm not the biggest Fallout fan. I've played... I want to say I've played all of them, except for maybe I own New Vegas, but I don't think I've played like maybe more than like 10 minutes of it. Obviously, honestly, I think I just installed it for the hell of it, and because it was on sale for like $3 one weekend years ago. But so yeah, not the biggest Fallout fan. I've played the most recent one. I played Fallout 76 for maybe 30 hours with a friend. If it wasn't for my buddy, I probably wouldn't have played it much. But the TV show, it does intrigue me a little bit. I'm curious where they're going to go with it, what they're going to do with it. I hope they make it fun. I hope they kind of make it, you know, I don't want doom and gloom, because there's a lot of goofy and silly shit that happens in Fallout games, right? Not like slapstick stuff, but just kind of like a world building, nuke has gone off, you know, that kind of shit. I don't know. There's so much great like post-apocalyptic stuff that I hope it doesn't just get washed away in the noise, you know? One of my favorite post-apocalyptic movies is The Road. Fantastic, thumbs up. But yeah, anyway. We shall see, right? We shall see. You nailed it, Josh. Absolutely. Yeah, you'll have to. You guys will probably like my my video that I'm going to put up later this week. Westworld. Oh, John Yinter. I've only seen the first season of Westworld. I liked it. I liked it quite a bit. And then I don't think we ever started the second season. If we did, we maybe only watched one episode. John, I think that was a case of, and I do this a lot for whatever reason, you know, you watch the first season of something, and then by the time the second season comes out, we're already watching something else, right? That's kind of been, I don't know why that's, and then we forget to watch the second season of the show that we finished a year ago, right? Because we're already knee-deep in something new, but I don't know. Kaya Dathomir, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. Did you play Destroy All Humans back in 2005? If so, do you plan to play the remake this month? So Kai, no, I never played it. I'm vaguely familiar with it. I can like picture the cover art. I didn't know they were doing a remake. Let's see, Destroy All Humans. So latest release July 28th. Let me see here. Pre-order for $30. So no, I never played it in 2005. I'm looking at remake footage right now, Kai, and that looks fun as shit. I don't even know how this works. A cult classic returns, terrorize the people of 1950s Earth in the role of the evil alien Crypto 137. Harvest their DNA and bring down the U.S. government in the faithful remake of the legendary Alien Invasion action adventure. And then it dots on me. No, that looks fun, man. Destroy all humans. What is it? Just kind of like a Katamari, but you're a Katamari game, but instead of things that you collect on your giant ball that you roll around with, you're an alien that has to just blast everything in sight. It's such a great game, and I remember you're into aliens, Kai. Yeah, that looks fun, man. I'm assuming that it's going to be coming out on the Xbox. So, let's see. Destroy All Humans 2020. The franchise intellectual property holder THQ went bankrupt on December 19th, 2012. And its many IPs were subsequently sold off. I didn't know that. Nordic Games, now known as THQ Nordic, purchased the rights to Destroy All Humans, among other IPs. The game is set to be released on July 28th, 2020. Okay, Microsoft went up, Xbox One, sweet. Cool, yeah. What? The price for the standard edition is listed at $40. The DNA Collector's Edition is marked at $150. What? And the Crypto 137 Edition is marked at $400. What? Does it come with an Xbox? Weird. Anyway, I appreciate that, Kai. I'll definitely check it out. That's right around the corner, only a couple weeks from now, right? But I appreciate that, man. There are so many remasters these days, but I think I'm actually Kai. I'm gonna add this to my wish list just so I don't forget on Steam. Although I'll probably end up getting it on the Xbox because I've been looking for a game other than Red Dead to play on my couch, just something lazy and fun, right? But anyway, oh, it does come with an Xbox. Okay. There are so many This is Lazio. There are so many remasters these days, but I think that is a good thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to remasters, but whenever anybody wants, I don't know, like remastered KOTOR, okay? I just feel like I would rather than put the effort into a brand new game, right? That's my only issue with it. If the resources could go to putting out a new game rather than kind of remastering or remaking something old. But then again, like remastering a game could bring it to an entire new generation of players who otherwise might not be interested in the crummy graphics. It's not like movies, right? Games don't age like movies. You watch Jaws. It's still one of the best movies of all time. But if you go back and play some of the older video games with the mindset of like a gamer nowadays, they don't age too well. And especially, like I have nostalgia for a lot of old games, right? But maybe if you guys had never played them back in the day and you tried to pick them up now, you'd be like, what the hell is this crap? It's just because of nostalgia, right? But anyway. Connor Taylor, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. Let me take a quick sip of the old water here, Connor. There we go. Connor says, what's your favorite era of Star Wars? Mine is the Clone Wars due to the animated series being so wizard. Nice. So Connor, quick answer here is the original trilogy. That's my favorite. That's my favorite era. That Galactic Civil War. That being said, my second favorite era. Now this is not talking trilogies. My second favorite era would definitely be the Clone Wars. But as you said, because of the animated series. Now, 3 years ago, if you told me that I would be saying that right now, I would have probably told you were full of shit. Because I didn't watch it until October of 2017. I think is the first time that I sat down and watched an episode of the Clone Wars. And it took me about 2.5 years to finish it. Just slowly but surely watching episodes here and there. And I literally I finished the final episode of season 6 like 12 hours before season 7 came around. So like I literally finished it and picked it right back up. So yeah, I'm a fan of the Clone Wars. It completely kind of expanded and opened my eyes to an entirely new, different side of Star Wars that I was never really that interested in beforehand. And I completely attribute a lot of you guys for kind of pushing me into watching that. I was a little apprehensive at first, I didn't really have much of a desire to jump into the show. But, dude, I'm so glad I did. So glad I did. So, yeah, Connor. For me, it is the original trilogy. And, Connor, I think a lot of that has to do with the era or whatever Star Wars is topical at the time that you were a kid, right? And growing up. For me, I was born in 86, and until 99, the original trilogy was it. And I wore those VHS tapes out, man. So, for 13 years, first 13 years of my life, that's all the Star Wars that I knew. And then 99 rolled around, Phantom Menace. 2002 rolled around, Attack of the Clones. 2005, Revenge of the Sith. And they just didn't hit me in the sweet spot that that was my Star Wars. That being said, if I was born a little later, they probably would hit that sweet spot, right? Because they would have been my Star Wars. But anyway, Connor, I appreciate that, man. I get it. Completely. Completely get it. But yeah, man. Cheers. I appreciate that, Connor. I think I'm going to look up the chronological list of Clone Wars arc and rewatch the series in that order. Darth, what's up, Darth Vader? Yep, that's how I watch the Clone Wars chronological. I'm not saying it's a better order. I never watched it as it was being released, so I have no idea, you know. But it was the way it was presented to me felt a little more digestible because I had a lot of episodes to go through. Yeah. I like this song. Just slow. Man, we're just floating towards the Andromeda Galaxy. Sit back, fellow space traveler. Enjoy the ride. Stupid. What's up, Joseph? Welcome to my Uber. You'd think that you'd reach that galaxy in the distance by now. Retro gallery. No, man. Oh, are we going to do this? Are we going to have a little fun science lesson here? Okay, so retro gallery. That is an actual Hubble Space Telescope image of the Andromeda Galaxy. And the Andromeda Galaxy is 2.5 million light years away from us. And that means that the light, to take this image from the Hubble Space Telescope...
I heard from a guy that 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 heard from some dummy that made up some shite that top secret info redacted. How's it going, Greedo?
What's up, Vince? Give me one sec, man. So yeah, Andromeda is 2.5 million light years away. That means the light to capture this image from Hubble literally took 2.5 million years to reach the optical instruments of the Hubble Space Telescope. So if I'm traveling at the speed of light towards the Andromeda Galaxy from Earth, it would take 2.5 million years at the speed of light, which is 186,000 miles a second. So still, let's say we're 3/4 of the way there, Retro. We're 3/4 of the way there. We still have a hell of a long way to go at the speed of light, right? Oh, the universe is big. Vince Wynn, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. Good to see you as always. Vince says, I heard from a guy that 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 heard from some dummy that made up some shite. That's the way to get around the cursing filter for the robot there, Vince. And she pronounced it so perfectly. Shite. That top secret info redacted. How's it going, Greedo? It's going well, man. Hope you had a good weekend. We spent my wife had a 3-day weekend. We spent all 3 days in the pool. All day. All 3 days. And it was so much damn fun. But yeah, super secret inside sources, Vince. Me, a special YouTuber with super secret inside sources. No, the inside sources don't tell news outlets. They don't tell people with enormous integrity that have been deeply entrenched in the journalistic institutions of entertainment. No, they tell me, random YouTuber man, because I am important. It is I, random YouTuber man with the super secret inside source. Gotta love it, Vince. I was telling these guys earlier, I have a video coming out later this week that it's basically me ranting and raving for 13 minutes about all this stupid shit. But, yeah, so weird, man. I'm so special. I have to look at all this shit, Vince, as, like I said earlier, I said this earlier, but I have to look at it as like an Andy Kaufman routine. Like a joke. That I would love it. Dude, I would love it if all of this kind of dumb shit was some kind, just a big troll, right? I love a good troll, right? I would love it if all of these stupid rumors were started by trolls who just wanted to see how far their ruse could take them and how many gullible sacks they could dupe. Isn't that just like the best experiment? You just make some bullshit up and just see how far it can go. I mean, how many times do you think that has happened online? That has had to have happened so many times, right? Crazy. Anyway, I appreciate that, fans. She's doing great. Arakeen 77 Greedo, how's the little one doing with the pool? Dude, she has her water wings, but she is twirling. She's jumping from the side. There was zero fear from day one of her ever getting in the pool, and the ocean, man. If we didn't hold her, she would sprint right into the ocean. I mean, it's awesome. But yeah, I'm glad she's not scared of it. When she accidentally goes underwater, she at first, the first couple times it freaked her out, but now she just pops up smiling, but yeah, she's doing great. Pepsi Max Addict says, one of my biggest problems with the sequel. Oh yeah, this is kind of a fun topic actually, Pepsi. Just kind of a little, I'll get to it. Pepsi says, one of my biggest problems with the sequel trilogy is the ships. Like, they just use the same ships from the OT. It would be way more interesting if they designed new ships for the sequel trilogy instead of just more X-Wings. Yeah, so I am, trust me, I am not, I completely understand that the reason that they used X-Wings and TIE fighters and things that were familiar were no doubt to hit that nostalgia button, right, in all of our heads. There's no question in my mind that it was probably the main focus. That being said, there's a way that I can look past that. And the reason that I can look past that is because, when I was in the Navy, the Sikorsky helicopter that I worked on and flew on occasionally was 30 years old. The frigate that I was on was older than that. It was like commissioned in like 83. So, or actually older than that. I'm thinking that was 10 years ago now. So it was older than that. I wasn't thinking. So that's and a lot of the planes that still fly, a lot of the ships, a lot of the helicopters, a lot of that kind of the meat and potatoes of those services using old shit. And it really hasn't changed. Even the new shit hasn't changed that much. So the way that I can kind of look past that is like kind of realizing that, all right, after the Galactic Civil War, there probably wasn't much research and development going into things. They had to scramble up what they could. And, if it ain't broke, doesn't need to be fixed. And that's the way that I can look past it. Just applying some real world justification, I suppose, But yeah, anyway. I've never had a Pepsi Max either. What do you guys think? Pepsi or Coke? Down here, it's all Coke. I've always kind of preferred Pepsi though. I drink that shit so rare. I actually had, because I wasn't doing too well one morning a couple weekends ago. We were at a beach house, an Airbnb, and whoever stayed there before us left 3 Pepsis in the mini fridge. And I was like, all right. And I literally had 3 Pepsis before 9 a.m. just because it's one of those beach house weekends, all right? Interesting. This is really interesting. So, Rostifer says Coke just tastes fizzy, like fizzy sugar to me. Pepsi has a taste. Weird. So I've like down here, man. I grew up in Atlanta, so that is, you know, the world of Coke is there. That is a Coke city, and people have always said that Pepsi tastes like flat Coke. It's kind of interesting. I mean, I kind of taste that, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't drink that shit. I don't drink that shit. There we go. A lot of the new ships that were mainly just recycled or reprocessed designs from the OT, I'd like a little more originality than that. Yeah, I mean, I completely get it. That being said, like I said earlier, the way I justify it in my brain is that real world comparison, right? We're still flying helicopters that are 30 years old. We're still flying aircraft that are 50 years old. We're still flying or sailing ships, you know, that are 40 plus years old on occasion. Doesn't bother me all that much. What's up, Brandon? My source is me, man. I just make things up on the internet and let them roll and see how many people lead with it, see how many articles are written, and then redacted. Glacial Cherry Gatorade rules over all sweet drinks. Retro. I've never. Is that the white one? Is that white? Glacial Cherry Gatorade. I think it's white. Glacial. How do all of these streams devolve? Yeah, it's white. Into food or drink. Dude, I have two favorite Gatorade flavors. And I probably only had them within the past 4 years or so. I think my number one is green apple. If you have never had green apple Gatorade, it's a sleeper, man. It's delicious. And my number two, which might be my number one, is cucumber. Dude. Cucumber. Yeah. Anyway. Has anyone had any of those? Man. Let's see. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's very refreshing. Very refreshing retro. Like, I had it not too long ago. My wife went to the grocery store and I just said, pick up one Gatorade for me. So she got me one. And I went on a run and then I got back and I cracked that open. It was great. It's great. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm looking at the Steam store. I see that Grand Theft Auto 5 is on sale for $15. And I actually do not own it on the PC. And I haven't owned it since... Well, I sold my PlayStation 3 like a couple years ago. And I'm going to have to pick this up. I've never played Grand Theft Auto Online either, so... Ah, man. Am I going to get sucked into this damn game? Dude, Vince. Vince says, I'm addicted to these sparkling ice-flavored waters. Orange mango, too good. Yeah, are they like the long, skinny bottles? I can't really picture the label. It's simple, but... Yeah, if that's what you're talking about, they're so ridiculously flavorful. It's weird. Yeah, it's weird, man. Like, yeah, okay, so you are talking about those. It's compared to, like, other sparkling waters or stuff like that, like, LaCroix or, I don't know, there's a bunch of them now. But they dominate any of those. It's crazy. And I looked at it, there's 5 calories in one of those sparkling drinks. And a lot of the other flavored waters are 0 calories. And, like, is that the difference? Is 5 calories the difference between it's okay to what the fuck? This is great. Is that the difference? It's crazy, man. It's crazy, Vince. Yeah. Passionate about drinks. Yeah, you get me on, dude, with these streams, you get me on the topic of drinks or food. That's it. That is it. These streams always go into that direction for whatever reason, man. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and buy GTA 5.
Greedo, can you
one sec.
if the Crawfather is your daddy? This is vital.
The Tintail's good to see you. Thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, and bringing some goofy ass HelloGreedo Discord humor to the mix. Give me one sec, Oscar. I did not hear the notification. Tintails, give me one sec, man. I appreciate the hell out of that. Let me I accidentally skipped Oscar there. Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much for the channel support, man. I appreciate the hell out of that. Let's see. Oh, I don't have enough disk space to install this. Yikes. I need to start deleting all them videos on my hard drive. Oscar Rodriguez says, would you call yourself a minimalist? Probably. Oh, man, that's really tough. Probably, like, how about this, Oscar? Surface level minimalist. My office looks great. My office looks clean. Not much on the walls. The shelves are clean. I don't like clutter, right? But, dude, if you look to my right and you open those closet doors, there is the biggest clusterfuck you have ever seen. So, like, yeah, surface level minimalist. You open up a closet door, look out. But yeah, for the most part, I like simple. I like simple stuff. Like, even on t-shirts, even on whatever shirts. Don't like a lot going on. Posters, prints, photos, simple, So I don't know what exactly the definition of a minimalist would be. But I think I have a little bit of a streak in me of a minimalist, But yeah, surface level. But anyway, man, I appreciate that. And the Tintails, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. The Tintails one. Greedo, can you confirm?
Like to think
one
of
sec.
The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi as one film and The Rise of Skywalker an epilogue. Sure, the sequels are nostalgia bait, but I see they're also a beautiful love letter to the art.
Basically obvious. Thank you so much for the channel support, man. Give me one sec. All right, the Tintails one. Greedo, can you confirm if the Crawfather is your daddy? This is vital. This is a vital question. Well, according to the lore of the Discord server, the Crawfather is indeed my daddy. And if you want some more weird shit going on, then hop on over to the HelloGreedo Discord channel. Yeah, actually, there's a link in the video description below. Great group of mods there. I don't go on there nearly as much as I should. It's just kind of, I'm barely on my PC unless I'm working on a video or streaming. That's just the nature of the beast. But yeah, man, if you guys want to be a part of a fun community, they have like game nights and just random shit like that. And if you want to make Crawfather your daddy as well, then hop on over to the Discord server. But dude, Tintails1, thank you so much for the ridiculously generous super chat and channel support. That's too much, man. I had to confirm it from Sully. There you go. Hope you guys are doing well over there. And yeah, maybe we can do. I know Sully mentioned doing a little like a little hang in the Discord sometime soon. We need to set that up for the anniversary or there. Yeah, I think it was for the anniversary. But anyway, man, I appreciate that. And basically, obvious. Thank you so much for the channel support as well. I like to think of The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi as one film, and The Rise of Skywalker as an epilogue. Sorry, guys. Sure, the sequels are nostalgia bait, but I see they're also a beautiful love letter to the OT. Yeah, well, when it comes to cohesiveness, The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, I think, are a really great setup and a payoff. I think those two movies mesh so well together back to back. I mean, you guys know that I like The Last Jedi more than The Force Awakens. I'm a big fan of The Force Awakens, but The Last Jedi is like my fourth favorite Star Wars movie. And then you look at something like The Rise of Skywalker, it is very far down on my list. Really, it's just above like Rogue One and above Attack of the Clones, I think. So yeah, those two films felt so cohesive, so locked together, and then The Rise of Skywalker felt like such a weird turn in direction. Without sounding like a broken record here, you know, obviously I did not like the idea, the very concept of Palpatine coming back was such an unimaginative thing to throw into the mix. Never understood it when it was first announced. You know, I thought to myself, I'll try this out. We'll see where it goes. I'll be optimistic. I'll hold my judgment, right? And then when I saw it in the theater, I was like, no, everything. I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, I like the sequel. I like the first two films in the sequel trilogy. I do. I like them a lot. I think The Last Jedi is certainly one of my favorite theater going experiences for sure. The twists and turns in there. It was really interesting, man. When I got out of the theater after watching The Last Jedi for the first time in the theater, I loved the direction that Luke Skywalker went in. I loved it. The ending with Crate and Luke and Ben, and the reveal that he's not actually there, that just that entire sequence was so beautiful, so Luke Skywalker. I loved everything about how Luke was executed in that movie when I walked out of the theater. And then a couple days later, when I checked out everyone else's responses, I saw that people had a problem with it, and I was like, what the fuck? Huh? It was like the best thing about the movie. I loved it. But yeah, man. So nostalgia bait, certainly. I felt like The Rise of Skywalker was, man, this is really tough. So The Last Jedi was definitely a lot of nostalgia bait for sure. But it was like kicking you back into gear to enjoy some Star Wars of the past. And I could look by a lot of that nostalgia bait. When it came to The Rise of Skywalker, I felt it just reverted back to being like just Star Wars greatest hits whack-a-mole, bringing Palpatine back. Just a lot of ideas that I thought were boring to me. That being said, like as much as I dislike that movie, I've made like 2 videos about it. Maybe if I was a little more reactionary, I would have pumped out a video a day about that damn movie, right, for the next 6 months. But yeah, gotta love it. Anyway, basically obvious. I appreciate the shit out of that, man. But yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I haven't watched any of the behind-the-scenes stuff. I wish they would have stayed on target. I like TLJ more every time I watch it. I've seen The Rise of Skywalker twice, and I don't want to watch it again. Yeah, I need to watch it again. I need to yeah, figure out a time to sit down and watch it. Maybe do a commentary track. It's been so long since I've tried to do a commentary track. Damn, I need a fan in this room. It's way too hot. Oh! Alright, I said 45 minutes. I said 45 minutes. That's 51 minutes. So yeah, like I said earlier, I got a video already done. Probably going to schedule it for like Thursday or Friday. I'm working on another one about rumors and bullshit and gullibility and blah, blah, blah. It's basically 13 minutes of me ranting and raving about stupid shit in the fandom. Not only on in the fandom, but on the internet as a whole. And then I'm trying to get another video up for the weekend too. So try to knock some stuff out early this week. Have some more time. But we shall see. So, guys, to everybody who tuned in this evening, thank you so much. I'm probably going to end up doing some Shadows of the Empire tomorrow night. Streaming some Shadows of the Empire. That's always a good time. Yeah, other than that, not much else going on. Make some videos, do some streams, play some Shadows of the Empire, do it to it. Yeah? Cool? Yeah? Cool? Alright. Anyway. So, to everybody who tuned in, to everybody who supported the channel, thank you guys so much. I hope you all have a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, wherever the hell you are on planet Earth. And I will catch you all on the flip side. Oh, Oscar Rodriguez coming in with the final super chat of the evening. Almost clicked end. One sec, Oscar. Oh, and the Tin Tails. One sec, guys. Sweating bullets here. It's like 100-something degrees outside. I got my PC running, my door closed so I don't wake up my daughter. And I need to invest in a fan. I think that's the next purchase for the house. We only have one fan in the whole house. It's in our bedroom. It's a must in Florida. It is a must. So, yeah. Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much for the channel support, man. No, you're good. You're good, Tin Tails. Oscar says, I see TFA as the past coming back to haunt the universe. TLJ is telling us nostalgia is a trap, but when you let go, a new mythos can be born. Yeah, I love the way... Yeah, you could look at it that way, absolutely. I feel like The Last Jedi was kind of an important step in a different direction for the saga. I was going to say trilogy, but obviously we know it kind of reverts back to being something that I didn't like, which is fine. But I from the jump, after I saw that movie, I thought it was kind of important. An important trajectory for the future of this the franchise. I love the way all those characters were handled, the twists and turns. It bums me out that people don't like it. But hey, man, we all don't like the same shit, right? There's this like new wave of prequel fans that have come up over the past 5 years. That's new to me, and it's great. So we all can like different shit, right? But yeah, Oscar, it's like I never like to play the what if game or how it could have been game. That's never been interesting to me. But TLJ kind of set up so many fun things and told a really unique story, and I liked the creative decisions that were made in that movie. And then, like I said, The Rise of Skywalker just felt like a complete turn of the wheel into another road. But yeah, anyway, I appreciate that, Oscar. And the Tin Tails 1, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support as well, man. Did you plan to occasionally play Squadrons on PS4 on release? No, I don't have a PS4. I only have an Xbox One S and a PC. That being said, Tin Tails, I believe Squadrons is cross-platform capable. That means that I can play on my PC against like you guys on your consoles. Don't know how that works. I have no idea how that works. But that has been confirmed, right? Yeah. So, yeah, don't have a PS4. Probably won't get another console for a very long time. Unless Nintendo comes out with a new console in the next couple years, I probably won't get another one. Don't really play consoles that much. Whenever I buy one, it always ends up being another Netflix box, you know? My PS3 I really bought my PS3 just for the Blu-ray player. So I could play the Star Wars Blu-rays. And then I bought before that I had a 360, but I never played it. For whatever reason, man, I buy consoles and they sit there. The Xbox One S, I've just basically been playing Red Dead Redemption since it came out. That's really the only game that I've played on it. But yeah, I always get into Nintendo consoles. We have a Wii U, and we played the shit out of that for a long time. It hasn't been hooked up in a couple of years now, but yeah, anyway. Yeah, we'll definitely do some cross-platform stuff. That sounds good, Ten Tails. Yeah, let's get everybody together. But, alright guys, it's time to jet. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. It is popcorn time on the couch. Alright, cool. Have a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever the hell you are on planet Earth. And I will catch you all on the flip side. See ya!